chosen ones. From the moment you entered this world, your life has felt like a battlefield. You've wondered why the struggles pressed so hard against you, why burdens seemed heavier on your shoulders than on anyone else's, why darkness itself felt intent on breaking you, confusing you, and stopping you from becoming who you were meant to be. But what if I told you there is a reason for every wound, every tear, every sleepless night? What if I told you that even the hidden forces of the spiritual realm know your name and whisper it with dread? They don't waste their time on the ordinary. They don't attack the ones who pose no threat. They come for those who are chosen, those who carry God's divine light within them. As it is written, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Isaiah 61. That light is you. The very fire of God burns inside you, and it blinds the enemy. It destroys the traps laid before you. This is why your life has never been easy, because you were never meant for an easy life. You were destined to be refined, tested, and transformed into a vessel of divine power and authority. Think of it. Why have you been betrayed so many times? Why have you faced storms so fierce that others would have crumbled under their weight? Because the darkness knew who you were before you even realized it yourself. The enemy saw what you would become: a warrior, a beacon, a living testimony of God's unshakable power. They tried to stop you before you discovered your true calling. But here's the truth: they never wanted you to know. Every attack against you only made you stronger. Every battle, every tear, every setback was part of God's plan to transform you into something the darkness now fears. They tried to bury you, but instead, God used that soil to plant your roots deeper. They tried to break you, but instead, God used the pain to build your faith. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. Job 13:15. And now, here you stand, refined, unshakable, a force even demons respect. Can you feel it? Can you sense the shift happening in your life right now? This is no coincidence. You didn't stumble onto this message by accident. This is God speaking to you, reminding you that you are not ordinary, you are not weak, you are his chosen one. You are still standing today because God's hand has been on you all along. The attacks meant to take you out only fanned the flames within you, turning your struggle into strength and your pain into power. Look at yourself now. Do you see how far you've come? Do you realize the spiritual authority you now carry? You didn't just survive, you overcame. You didn't just endure, you rose higher. Every scar on your heart tells a story of God's faithfulness. Every battle you've faced has been part of his divine process of molding you into someone unstoppable. The very darkness that once threatened to consume you now flees from your presence because of the light you carry. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Are you ready to fully step into this truth? Are you ready to claim the power that has always been yours? Are you ready to embrace who God has called you to be? Because this is your moment. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are God's vessel, and no power in heaven or on earth can stand against you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. If you feel this truth stirring in your soul right now, let this be your declaration. You are no longer bound by fear, doubt, or the lies of the enemy. You are chosen. You are powerful. The darkness that once threatened you now bows in silence at the presence of God within you. What comes next will reveal just how unstoppable you truly are. Step into it own it, and watch as even the darkest forces have no choice but to respect who you are now. Chosen ones, on a spiritual level, do you realize how untouchable you have become? The transformation you've undergone is not just visible, it radiates a power that cannot be denied. Forces that once surrounded you, looking for ways to break you, now stand back in awe and confusion. Why? Because you are no longer who you used to be. Do you feel it? That unshakable sense of peace in the storm, the quiet authority that follows you wherever you go. It is not arrogance. It is the result of trials that have refined you, of battles that have proven your spirit unyielding. Demons see what you carry now, divine strength that repels them, forcing them to respect you. The first unmistakable sign of your exalted spiritual status will often be revealed in your dreams. These are not just nightmares or random visions. They are battlegrounds, arenas where spiritual encounters take place and where your authority is tested and proven. Think about it. Why do dark forces now challenge you in your sleep? Because they cannot reach you in your waking life. You have built such a fortress of faith and divine alignment that their whispers fall powerless against you. Consider Daniel in the Bible, whose visions revealed heavenly mysteries. Daniel 7:1. The enemy sought to disrupt him, yet his dreams became a channel of God's power. Like Daniel, your battles, even in sleep, are not signs of weakness, but of strength recognized. The enemy does not test what is weak. They test what they fear. For as it is written, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6:12. Your ability to overcome in dreams reveals a deeper spiritual truth. You are operating in divine authority. These encounters are not moments to fear. They are opportunities to assert your power. Every time you rise victorious in these spiritual battles, it is as if God Himself is reminding you, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us. Romans 8:37. Dark forces respect spiritual authority. They are not moved by titles or appearances. They respond to the unseen power that flows through you. Christ Jesus demonstrated this when He cast out demons, and they cried out, "What do you want with us, Son of God?" Matthew 8:29. Why? Because they recognized divine authority. When you walk into a room, do you notice the uneasy stirrings in those who operate in darkness? This is no coincidence. Like Jesus, your alignment with God has elevated you to a position where darkness cannot hide in your presence. The same forces that once sought to diminish you now step aside because they see God's light reflected in you. Dark forces do not respect mere words, they respect power. And true power comes through faith, surrender, and an unshakable identity in God. Your victories, whether in dreams or in life, are not yours alone. They are signs of God's work in you. This means the battles you face are not a sign of failure, but a confirmation of your strength. The respect you command is not of this world. It is spiritual, undeniable, and eternal. The forces of darkness recognize what you carry, a sovereign soul empowered by divine will. Remember this, you are untouchable, not because of who you are, but because of whose you are. God's hand rests upon you, and even demons must bow to that truth. The Lord is faithful, and He will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. So when the whispers come, when the shadows circle, do not fear. Stand firm, for the battle is already won. Darkness may try, but it cannot overcome the light within you. Beloved chosen ones, have you noticed the silence that falls around you? This is the second undeniable sign that you command respect from dark forces. The profound silence in the presence of those who once stood against you. It isn't ordinary awkwardness, it's spiritual, heavy, and undeniable. Have you seen it? The ones who once plotted, slandered, or schemed against you now grow quiet when you enter the room. They avoid meeting your gaze. Their words falter. Their actions seem restrained as though something unseen holds them back. What changed? It is not fear of what you might do, but reverence for what you have become. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Your very presence carries that stillness now. Where there was once weakness, there is now unshakable authority. Where there was doubt, there is now unrelenting light. Even those who do not understand the spiritual realm feel the weight of your presence. This silence is a surrender, a subtle yet undeniable acknowledgement that they can no longer confront you as they once did. Like David, whose harp drove away the tormenting spirit from King Saul, 1 Samuel 16:23, your light disrupts their darkness. Your alignment with divine truth has elevated you into a power that cannot be ignored. Darkness cannot thrive where light dominates, and your presence is like a lamp in a darkened room. And then comes the third sign, the undeniable shift in energy when you step into a space. It isn't subtle. It's a total recalibration, like an unseen hand sweeping through, lifting tension, dissolving heaviness, and replacing it with peace and clarity. People breathe easier. Something oppressive that once lingered vanishes. This is not optimism or coincidence. It is spiritual reality manifesting through you. For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light. Ephesians 5:8. You are no longer trying to influence the atmosphere. You are the atmosphere. Your very presence transforms the room. Have you noticed why certain people feel drawn to you while others feel uneasy? Those who live in truth find comfort in your presence because your light confirms and strengthens their own. But those who carry hidden darkness, jealousy, or ill intent find themselves exposed. Whether they realize it or not, they may shift nervously, grow quiet, or avoid being near you altogether. This is the power of alignment with God. The spaces you enter bow to the frequency you carry. Where you stand, deceit cannot thrive. Chaos unravels, shadows retreat. The God of peace will soon crush Satan under your feet. Romans 16:20. And then there is the fourth sign. Even your enemies acknowledge your strength. They may not say it to your face, but their whispered conversations betray a truth they cannot suppress. You are unbreakable. The very people who plotted against you find themselves acknowledging the resilience you've shown. It's not admiration, it's concession. They resent your rise, envy your power, despise the way you walk with unwavering faith, but they cannot deny what you've become. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good. Genesis 50:20. They've seen the battles that should have crushed you, yet here you stand, tall and thriving. Do you see how powerful this is? Their respect doesn't come from kindness or admiration. It comes from having tried and failed to bring you down. Every scheme has crumbled. Every plan has been overturned. Why? Because you are anchored in something they cannot touch. Like Job, who endured unimaginable suffering, yet emerged with double what he lost. Job 42:10. Your journey has been marked by endurance and restoration. Even their bitterness serves a purpose. Every word they speak becomes a testament to the strength you carry. Chosen ones, do you realize the realms you command now? You are no longer just navigating life. You are commanding realms. Your alignment with divine purpose has elevated you to a level where darkness cannot function in your presence. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. Psalm 18:2. Your energy is radiant, relentless, impossible to ignore. Where once you fought to overcome darkness, now you simply stand and it yields. You don't need to declare your authority. It is embedded in every step you take. Have you noticed how betrayal and hardship have transformed you, like gold refined in fire? 1 Peter 1:7. Your struggles reveal the unshakable core of who you truly are. This is why darkness yields. It no longer sees weakness, it sees immovable strength. Where you once felt devastation, you now see divine purpose. Peace follows you. Order emerges where once there was chaos. These are not coincidences. They are the direct result of your elevation. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. James 4:7. This truth cannot be ignored. Light inherently overcomes darkness. Understand this. The respect you command is not freely given. It has been earned. Your resilience, your faith, your refusal to yield to the trials that sought to destroy you have elevated you. What others see as a quiet, unstoppable force is simply the reflection of your divine purpose shining through. Your loneliness became the crucible where your faith was forged. Every unseen war you fought in silence proved your resilience and strengthened the authority you now carry. Like David facing Goliath, 1 Samuel 17:47, your victory wasn't rooted in size or skill, but in divine authority. The battle is the Lord's, David declared, and so it is with you. Every betrayal, every opposition, every scheme meant to tear you down has been overturned because you walk under a divine covenant. Look at history. Nelson Mandela endured 27 years of imprisonment. What should have broken him instead refined him. He emerged not with vengeance, but with forgiveness, commanding respect even from his enemies. His trials forged his authority. Florence Nightingale brought healing to war-torn places, transforming chaos into order through her faith-driven mission. Their callings disrupted darkness because their alignment was unshakable. And so it is with you. Your endurance, your unwavering faith, and your alignment with God's purpose have birthed a light that cannot be dimmed. Now, beloved chosen ones, understand this. Your spiritual authority is not static. It is a living, breathing force that demands daily cultivation. Prayer and meditation are not empty rituals. They are your lifeline to the divine. Pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Each prayer strengthens the fortress around your spirit. Each meditation fortifies your shield. Visualize divine light enveloping you, radiant, protective, unshakable. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27, verse 1. Darkness trembles at the presence of divine light, and your ability to invoke it through intentional practice makes you untouchable. But here is the greater truth. Your authority grows strongest when it is used in service to others. Gifts hoarded for self-gain lose their divine potency. Authority that uplifts, heals, and inspires becomes unassailable. Like Moses, who freed a people from bondage, or Esther, whose courage saved a nation, your role is to illuminate paths and break chains. Let your light shine before others. Matthew 5:16. When you pour your light into the lives of others, darkness has nowhere to thrive. Your authority is solidified in both the spiritual and physical realms. Beloved chosen ones, you are no longer just surviving. You are reigning in your divine light. The trials that tested you, the battles that wearied you, and the scars that mark you were never signs of defeat. They were the fires that refined you, shaping you into a force that cannot be ignored. Look at yourself now, stronger, wiser, untouchable. Feel that unshakable authority, that undeniable power. It flows through you, not because you demanded it, but because you earned it. Every battle was preparation. Every betrayal was a lesson. Every moment of doubt was an opportunity to draw closer to the truth of who you are. Chosen, anointed, unstoppable. Let no shadow, no voice of doubt, and no opposition dim the fire that burns within you. Your light matters. Your purpose is too important to be silenced. You were not refined to remain hidden. The world, both seen and unseen, needs what you carry. Step boldly into your role as a spiritual leader. Speak your truth. Share your victories. Inspire others to rise. Let your story become proof that trials are not the end, but the beginning of transformation. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Your presence commands change. You are the disruption to darkness, the calm in chaos, and the light that cannot be extinguished. You carry the unmistakable mark of someone who has been through the fire and emerged refined, radiant, and victorious, like the phoenix rising from ashes. The shadows that once threatened you now step aside, for they know what you carry. Darkness does not challenge you anymore. It bows to the brilliance of your light. This is the reality of being chosen. Your mission was written long before you arrived, and no force in heaven or on earth can undo what God has ordained for you. Walk boldly in the confidence of who you are, knowing that no force can diminish what God has placed within you. You are not just surviving, you are reigning, shining, and leading. May every day remind you of this truth. You are untouchable, unstoppable, and undeniably chosen. If this message and prayer touch something deep inside you, don't just scroll away. Comment. The hidden truth will be revealed. Amen. Let that be your declaration of agreement. Remember, God is revealing to redeem, and your rise begins right now. If this message spoke to your spirit, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who needs to hear the truth. Your breakthrough could be the key to theirs. Until next time, stay strong, stay discerning, and never dim your light. God bless you.